Hi all, I hope you're enjoying the weekend as I am. Today the goal is to finish the Node MG client. This is the last series, the third part of the Node.js client series. My goal is to cover what I did during this week, mostly async stuff and how these async things are executed, even though I did that also on the last part. Also, most of the time I'm gonna spend on TypeScript, adding support for TypeScript, and hopefully I'll manage to push packages or package to the npm repository, but we'll see about that. As always, please like, share, and subscribe to stay in touch and to get notified about the content. Hopefully this is helpful, and yeah, let's get started. So I'll go to my code view. Yeah, as always, if you have any questions or anything like that, just ask in the chat. Good. So just to do a quick recap. So Node.js Memgraph client is a binding for MG client, and the idea is to make a wrapper with all capabilities MG client has, so that that queries could be executed against Memgraph. On that side, why is that? Yeah. Let's just, I think it has changed. That's all good. This is kind of bug here. Anyway, all good. And yeah, in the last part, I showcased the async worker and how to add calls for that. So basically, client has a bunch of these methods returning or executing queries against Memgraph. So execute, fetch all, fetch one, etc. The transactional stuff, begin, commit, rollback, but under the hood, that's implemented by implementing async worker. So let me go there. So here is, for example, an example. There is the API async worker class that is extended, and then execute method has to be implemented, this one here. And this is essentially just calling MG client C++ functions, in this case connect. This is executed, the whole execute logic is executed on the background thread, on the background Node.js thread, so it shouldn't block the main Node.js thread, which is how most of the Node.js code works. Once execute is done, if everything went well, on OK method is called, and in this case we just pass the client back to the caller, and we have the deferred object here, which will be passed to the then method on the promise. That's assuming like the Node.js basics are known. If not, just ask, and I can cover that in some of the videos. If everything fails, then just we return the error message. For example, here, if something fails, there is a set error method on this object, and that will set the error, finish the execution, and then on error will be called, and then here we can do custom logic. In this case, we just reject the promise, or yeah, the catch method will be catch callback will be called with this error. And that's it. And then the same pattern is is present throughout the same code, throughout the entire code. Basically, we implement execute code, and that's it. The most interesting part is fetch all and fetch one, because that's here, because fetch all is just fetching all the data under the hood. Then we keep that data in the private variable data, and then on OK, what we have to do, we have to transform these objects received from MG client into JavaScript compatible objects, and that's done by these glue methods, mg value to NAPI value. If we jump here, we have various we have the logic creating these JavaScript objects. For example, if we want bool, we fetch bool from Memgraph value, and then we create a boolean value, boolean JavaScript value. That's mostly it. How does that work? I can maybe showcase an example. Async connection. And this is now pretty advanced example, but anyway, maybe I can run some of these. So in addition to that, the async client, or the client here, it's not idea to, I mean, this client could be used directly from the JavaScript, but that's, let's say, implementation detail of the whole Node.mg client. There is also a pure JavaScript object called connection, which proxies all these method calls. So it holds the client, and then you can call all these methods on the client. And that's useful because we can implement additional methods and maybe some JavaScript patterns. Maybe even today I'll try to add event emitter, and I think we can do that through this code as well. Anyway, in this case, I've combined execute and fetch, because these are the two steps in communication with Memgraph. First, execute has to be called with a query, and then later on, data fetching is done. And these are two methods in the client, execute and fetch all. And these methods combines both of them. This is again async method, and these things are executed asynchronously. And this returns a promise again, which can be resolved. What else to say here? That's fine. Yeah, let's run an example. So let's say create node edge. That's the simplest examples. The example, we just here delete all, and then we create node edge, and we have this query. Hopefully that's gonna work. No, but just to check these queries, I think we have them here. Rich node. Yeah, this is just a node that has various properties included. Okay, so let me just check that. So here I have Memgraph. Here I actually fixed all the issues I had with errors by installing Python packages as a root user, because Memgraph is using globally installed, or the Python interpreter used as a root user. So I've installed that, and okay, here we can run node example, and we have create node edge. I actually haven't implemented that. Just a second. Okay, this is a bug. Create node edge. So await memgraph. Memgraph index, memgraph client. I think we just need connect in this case because we changed that. Let's try now. Bindings client is not a constructor. Now we have an issue. What about this? Does this work? Hopefully yes. Node example async. Where is that index.js 57? Index.js 57. Bindings client. Git log, what's the maybe I'm missing something. rm minus rf node modules npm install. Yeah, I've just pulled the repo. Maybe something is build npm run build release. What do we have here? All right, and if I do, yeah, something was broken from before. This is expected, but yeah, let's go back to the initial client. So yeah, we run these queries, node and edge, and that's fine. We have them in the memgraph log as well. So I'll just in the meantime, also just a side note, if I go under memgraph lab, we actually have another version of memgraph lab 1.4 RC still, but that's going to be published very soon. And yeah, some of it's going to be polished a bit. Plus, yeah, here we have the nodes ready. If we go here, a nice feature here is that you can now, there is now much better code completion. For example, match is very simple, but let's run it. It has here is the node that these two are from the previous execution, so ignore them for now. But here we have proper values created. Just go back here a bit. So here we can do advanced stuff like probably the create constraint on, for example. That's or create a trigger. That's a quite advanced command. So you can create a trigger test before after commit, and the query is match and set and dot prop equals 10. So this is a trigger that will be executed on each create, after commit, and match n that will update all data in the graph with property 10. Dummy example, but just to showcase. So yeah, this is, I think, quite nice. More is gonna come, but yeah, anyway, let's go back. Let's go back here. That's it, more or less, from the important stuff. I think we can, if you have any questions or any insight, any thought, please share it. I'll try and go to the TypeScript side. So in addition to all these things, we also created TypeScript interface and functions. And this is just a disclaimer. This is area that I don't really understand fully now, so it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of exploration as well. There is a basic example already working. So there is index.js file which has all these things, but in addition to that, there has to be an index.d.ts file which has these interfaces listed. Now it's very basic. I've just listed all the methods that connection has, and let's see just this example. So if I import memgraph from require, that the memgraph object has that memgraph variable has the types, let's say, has the types inside. So in this case, when we call memgraph.connect, we're gonna get memgraph connection out of that. And let's quickly run that. So in order to compile this example, Typescript Compiler has to be used. We have Typescript Compiler installed in the package.json, and the version is 4.4.2. I'll just npx is a command that will run local binaries from the node modules folder. So TSC is TypeScript Compiler, and let's just put it version here. We're gonna get 4.4.2, which is great. And now we'll also try to compile that example, simple TS. If we run that, we got simple JS file, and let's go and see that file. Yeah, this is now compiled JavaScript code, which is not very user friendly, but it doesn't have to be. We can just see what's the output of the TypeScript compiler. But what's interesting, we can here break something. Let's say if I change from memgraph to, I don't know, date. This should scream here as well, but it doesn't. But let's say if I run this again, yeah, so I got an error. Property execute does not exist on type date, which is great. I got an exception, an error, but on a slightly wrong space, on a slightly wrong place. If I put it here, memgraph connection, that's gonna work. But yeah, we can obviously put any type here. It's not checked. That type is not checked with this connect method, which is kind of bad. Yeah, obviously you have to put the right type here. But yeah, anyway, then if you put the right type, then it's gonna fail. So that's fine. Okay. So now I have two issues. One issue is that, so there is syntax that says from Memgraph. No, import Memgraph from XYZ. That does not work yet. So I'll try to figure out why that doesn't work. And also, yeah, this is easy. And also the second to do, which is missing here, to do figure out types for all value types. Values. So I also have a couple of values. I create in this method here, I create a bunch of these objects like begin, number, etc. I'm not sure if I'll be able to put some types here. I don't think so, because that's all runtime dependent. So it's very hard to know what's the type, but maybe I can say that these methods returning some kind of a memgraph value and then play with that, but we'll see. Okay. Let's get back to here. Okay. Now let's, and first of all, let's just import from S6. So that import thingy, the static import that is used to import read-only live bindings which are exported by another module. Default export from module name. So import star as module from that. Yeah, let's do that. So if I do as member from, let's say dot because I'm will that work? I tested that before, but I had some issues. Boom! This works. Crazy. Okay. What didn't work for me was this, I think. Yeah. This didn't work. It says no default export. And let's go back here. If I execute export default, each module can optionally export a default. Default exports are marked with the keyboard default, and there are only one default per module. Different are imported using a different import from. All exports from a module. They also support replacing the export object with the custom single default export are meant to act as a replacement for this behavior. When exporting a module using export, TypeScript specific import module request must be used to import the module. Simple example. Module common JS. In some cases, you may want to only load the module under some conditions. In TypeScript, we can use the pattern shown below. Type of keyword. But it's more convenient to write them as one larger DTS file. To do so, we use a construct similar to ambient namespaces, but we use the module keyword. This is just, now we can reference from URL. Yeah, here we have a lot of specific stuff. What's an error here? No default export. And we have, so in the, just a step back, in the simple, in the, sorry, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. Yeah, we need this. So in this example, we actually export Memgraph as a value. And that Memgraph is a type that has two different methods. So why not create export interface Memgraph, which has connect. I will leave just connect for now, because I think that's the only method we really need. And then export default Memgraph. Yeah, and if we compile this thing now, yeah, now we have Memgraph only refers to a type, but is being used as a value here. Memgraph is a type. Now we as a value here. We import memgraph and we import connection. What about this? So if we import these two, what's gonna happen now? We are obviously importing that type, but we can use only this as a type here, since we just exported this here, and that's like a type. So we have interface foo. We have foo string is instance of foo. Foo only refers to a type, but yes. Official to the JavaScript ecosystem, TypeScript puts JavaScript classes with extra powers such as type checking and static properties. This also means that whenever we transpile our code to whatever target JavaScript. On the class you can have some static methods. This is like a regular class that won't solve our problem. I think if we put here like a class, let's say this like dummy, but I think that this shouldn't solve our problem really. Does it work or no? No, yeah, the same, which is expected, yeah. Yeah, I think I understand. I just imported these files. Let's go back to the documentation. Import is just about as easy as exporting from a module. Importing an existing declaration is done through using one import. Import, we just import that as a declaration from this file, which is fine. But we can create that as a value. Why I can't? Recommended practice. Some modules set up. Importing types. Prior to TypeScript, you can import a type using import. With TypeScript, you can import a type using import type. Oh, no. I actually got a different message. Property connect does not exist on type. Wow. Wait. But I have connect. I have connect. Property connect. It's not a property, it's type of memgraph. We have a good type. Export default memgraph, export class memgraph. Import validate from boom strings for each validate. Export default class. can actually run export default. This doesn't work. I also have a tsconfig common.js. Export class calculator. So the problem is I've added these classes in addition to the index.js file. Huh. We can actually generate this. Wow. Oh, let's try this. Allow.js declaration, emit declaration only. Types. Wow. Wow. What this gonna do? No, I only need for index.js. Declaration allow.js emit output types. I think this is just installing stuff. Yeah. Types. Wow. Nice. So I have connection, declare class, export function, export this. Nice. Types. All right. And what's gonna happen here? If if I do this, this is almost the same. Import memgraph from, there is no memgraph. Package replicates the Node.js resolution types. What do I have is package JSON types. Okay, cannot find connect. Okay. Import all as memgraph from this. And then I put memgraph.connection, memgraph.connect. What's gonna be now? Okay. Has no exported member connection. Why not? Export class connection. Nice. Okay, just to write node example simple JS. Mention return end, that works. Okay. Okay, now I have that. Now it works the original thing. And why I can't use just so memgraph and because I don't have memgraph here in any export default. there is no connect on that thingy. Export function client. Export. So I don't have the default export, which means that I won't be able to. Just a second. I won't be able to make this Memgraph. Star as Memgraph that will import everything. In order to do this, I need Memgraph. In order to do this, I need again something. Connection. And then there is no. Aha. But yeah, why not? So class connection, class memgraph. Class memgraph. Constructor can be empty. Can be empty. Method is client. Connect is an async method. This is a bit different now. This is not async, but we're gonna remove that. Yeah, actually, let's remove it. No. Let's leave it like this for now because we're gonna break other stuff. Okay, but we have Memgraph as a class, and we're gonna export that. Yep, and then here. Okay. Let's regenerate. Auto dir types. Nice. So we have that as a memgraph. Now we have export memgraph. Nice. Promise connection. Connect is getting connection. Connection has all these types, which is great. And here, like, we'll be able to import memgraph, but now the type should fail. Nice, 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 nice. But if I, let's say, do this, we just use memgraph. ES module interop and using a default import. What's that? ES module interop. By default, false or not set. TypeScript treats common JS AMD or UMD module similar to S. In doing this, there are two parts in particular which turned out to be a namespace import like import star as moment from act the same a constant. This JavaScript is so complex with these rules. Source map target. This module is declared reducing expert and can only be used with a default import when using what is the default import? But this use Yeah. This is super specific. Right. About but now I have I should actually create an object of that. No. I need actually object of that type. So let me just recap what is working and what's not working. So if I go back to the const memgraph stuff, and if I generate this by running this, I'm gonna get these types here, and I make export and I put export here. This should work in two cases. If I do this, no. Yeah, I never actually test this. But type of import index on the type of import connect. How? Okay, this doesn't work, but this is gonna work. Yes. Okay. Okay. Import memgraph index, require index. If I run here, that's gonna fail because there is no memgraph.connect. And what the hell? Why not? Because I have here connect. What's the error? Project connect does not exist on type. add-ons, add-on T. Export all from add-on. Export namespace test function. Okay. TS lint. Yeah, this is the whole example is written in TypeScript. Let's try that declare module stuff. Maybe it's using this import. Because here I don't have connection. Yeah, that's an obvious. Yes. Require doesn't work because it imports stuff from the index.ts, not from. Out here. Yeah. Yes. Nice. Now we have that generated, and let's try this out. So Memgraph has connect and Memgraph and all these things. So this should work now. If I run this, nice. Node example simple TS. Boom. To load an ES module, set type module in the package.json or use the MJS extension. Wow. Ooh, okay. This is definitely a module. Type module. Oops. Horrible. Exports is not defined in the AES module scope as a module because it has Ooh. No. How does this look like now? Why this doesn't work now? Yep, it's here. About this, boom. It runs the query and then fails. Why? Connect, la la la. Okay, but what about this? JS. Okay, but it's just, it runs in both cases, which is amazing. tsconfig, what if I remove no module interop as a module interop? Really? What? Okay. We don't need this. We don't need this. Let's leave it like that for now. Okay. Compile. Run. This doesn't work. And what's the difference? So this is not working at all, but this is working. Crazy stuff. Package.json. I don't need this. JS. How to know what's different? As a module. As a module true. Require. Var memgraph require. Constructor. Okay, let's compare what is happening. So with this, import from, import require. So import from, so no, from, okay, import this is now require. So if I run node simple require, that doesn't work. Simple from, what? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, but if I implement the same example in aha. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wait. Okay, 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 okay. Nice, 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 nice. I'll explain what is going on. Simple TS, Node.js, simple JS. Nope. Connection execute. Connection a.send. No, I thought that the object is going out of scope too early, and then the structure is called of all these things, and then everything fails. But that's not the case. Execute should await here. Because connection is closed for some reason. Memgraph connect. I just saw the message from Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. It's a bit annoying here, but yeah. Anyone else on social media? Yeah, a couple of likes. Thank you for the support. Please ask some questions or suggest what to do. Why does this doesn't work now? Very interesting. Aha. It didn't fetch, and then connection is closed, and then I'm a bit stupid. Sorry for this, but it seems that this works. So this works and this works. So if I run this, that's gonna also work. Nice. So these two are fine. At least for now. What else? So let's, so works. Let's put it here. This is gonna fail because I don't have Memgraph exported, which is set export class Memgraph. What if I do export type Memgraph equals any? And yeah, Memgraph is a type and it's used as a value. And that's a problem. And what if I do this? Import memgraph.connection, connection. That's gonna fly, okay. So I can use connection, but I cannot use, and now I just have to figure out how to export that Memgraph object. Export var. There is also export var. That's gonna fail. Export var memgraph. Nice. because export var. Let's read about this. Export var. Import from this might be complete hack, but let's try it. Initializers are not allowed in ambient context. I'm coding for quite a while, still no progress. What is the ambient context? Ambient is the character and atmosphere of a place. Good not to know. TypeScript declaration files exists to tell the compiler of the environment in which it's running. Hence the word ambient context. You can only do declarations in the declaration context and not implementations. If you have awesome library, declare var. Declare, you can declare it ambient context and declare. Maybe I'm missing that. Hehe. All right. Export declare var any memgraph any. What about now? No. Cannot read property connect of undefined. Declare var memgraph any. Declare function client, declare function connect. Export just to see what did I use strict. Okay, and then I have require dot dot. That's fine. And I have one connection E1 generator a. What is this? Underscore underscore one dot memgraph dot connect. Aha. Dot memgraph dot connect is generated instead of dot connect. Aha. And why is that so? Because this memgraph is used. If I put it like this, yeah, then I have to, then I'll be, huh. Huh. I have that object var memgraph. I still don't understand this line. Why is this? If I do this and then I run compilation, yeah, I don't have memgraph exported. Yeah, of course. Star as memgraph slash connection. What about this? Yeah, that's not yeah, this is going to fly. And then JS now has, yeah, it has memgraph. It's generated as this, yeah. Okay, index.js doesn't work. And can I do connection like here in one line? No, it's only possible to do this. Yeah, it's basically and what's also so this is failing, memgraph is failing, this is obviously good, but wrong import from this, that's gonna also fail. don't default. I don't have default export. Yeah, and okay, but now let's just go and fix like the, I think this is the hardest one because we need to export somehow memgraph in that context. So, and the question is, so declare var memgraph. Cannot find namespace. Okay, this should work. Oh, it's not a namespace. I'm missing namespace. I'm missing namespace. But if I import this, this will fly. 100%. I cannot just combine. Yeah. So I cannot just use this. I have to use this. Let's try this again. Oh. My. I'm back. Sorry. It seems that I had issues with my internet connection. Yeah, I've missed something, but yeah, anyway, I'm not sure when it happened. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see me now again. So now I don't have a namespace. Modules. When first moving to a module-based organization, a common tendency is to wrap exports in additional layer of all of the following are red flags for module structure. Double check. Namespaces and modules. Declare module. Namespace memgraph. The only thing that doesn't work, this doesn't work. But yeah, I'm fine with that. So if I do this, any, this is gonna fly. It won't. Default, one default. This is now a problem because the TypeScript compiler generates default. One default. Each module can optional export a default. Classes and functions. This is crazy. I can also do just this. So default Memgraph. This is not that. This is not. This will not work. Okay. Okay, I think I hacked here a lot, so now this is working. But if I make connection also here, so I can have connection here, this is gonna fly as well. Nice. Okay. Import connection from also, what about this import memgraph from? Can I have multiple of these? Nice. So this is also working. I think the best to have is to have memgraph and connection, and then we good. Default memgraph client, memgraph client, connect, memgraph connect. You know, for these different purposes. Okay, I've changed this a bit. If I need to take the copyright, constructor client any. Oh no. We have the client, but okay, it can stay because it's there. I'll just take back the copyright. Node.js client. Yeah. Let's move this back. Okay. That TypeScript I'll also add to the README. I'll add to the README special notes, but this is some kind of an error. TypeScript support was added by using so here we actually generated we use this. Index.js declaration allow JS emit declaration only. allow JS. But if I try to run this without emit declaration only, types, what if I remove this allow JS? We're gonna delete. Aha. Wow. Nice, 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 nice. Look at this. It's import client. Okay. Let's just remove this types. Yes. If I emit declarations. Wow. Export function client one as client. Namespace Memgraph. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's just remove this underscore backup and then put this here. This looks much nicer if we can generate that as default. Now let's try all these options. So where is an example? Yep. So first this one. For this we need memgraph.connection, or the second one is connection. So we need this one. It's export declare class connection, export connection. This is missing. But we added that in the first place as well. That's working. No. Emit declarations only out there index.js. TypeScript was added by using the following command. Maybe TypeScript has yeah. allow JS TypeScript Compiler. TypeScript Compiler. Yes. Okay, anyway, let's just try it out first, and then we're gonna this is working. Then this should also work. Yep. Then this should also work. Maybe it's gonna fail. Yeah, because we need to change from this line to this line. Yeah, but we have to write tests for this example TypeScript. I'm gonna have all of them. I'll also change this to limit 1. Fetch all. This is fine, and then nice. Okay. Allow JavaScript files to be part of your program. Use the check.js option to get errors from these files. Check.js, nice. Readme allow JS declaration. Check.js. What's gonna happen with this? Cannot find module. Consider using a resolve JSON module. Wow. Nice. Minus JSON module. Okay. Use label strict base check.js. Export. I have to put export, and that's gonna work. So if I export class connection, that's gonna generate. the thing. I hope. So index no. What? No, this is not work. This is not fine. Export connection. I cannot just make this thing because export class connection, export namespace memgraph, import client. Yeah. Nice. So what does declaration work? Generate. Yes. Yes. That's like completely auto-generated. So declaration allow JS check JS. Emit declaration only out here. TypeScript was added by using the following command. Very nice. Or I can just put like a bash. I can just put generated TypeScript declarations here, and that's it. Anyway, create a file, TypeScript. Require TS from TS so I'll just make simple examples. Don't need all of these. So this is default. This is default. Yeah. I'm gonna import Memgraph and then let's say any that's not gonna fly, but doesn't matter. There's no member connection. Yes, and that's fine. But anyway. Any. Boom. This is working. Of course, we now have, we can immediately add, sorry for jumping into this file all the time. Touch example TypeScript dot get ignore. We're gonna just here ignore all JS files. Default, that's working. Execute and fetch all. Nice. All right, let's make the others as well on this same example. From import memgraph, from this memgraph from nice, and then the last one is just require import wire. So all this is important because I really want that every single way of importing these things is going to work. Maybe it's not the perfect one, but doesn't really matter. We're gonna improve. Require and star. I'll just add one more star.ts. Star.ts, and this is the one, the second one. Require memgraph dot, and just nice star star. That also works. We have some issue. Default import, from import, require import, star import. Yes. We don't need this. We don't need this anymore. Create node edges. What is going on here? Hopefully all these are going to work. No. Generate TS. I'm gonna make generate ts.sh. I'm gonna make a bash script that will generate this file, and I'll leave that for, I'll get that out the readme. So bin bash fail on error and packs the tsc index.js declaration yes, and I need get to a file from bash script. I need that. Use get command in bash. Yes. Oh no. Yeah, I need this line. Do I have some bash scripts here? I think I have. Coverage. Yeah. Let's do this. In this case, we don't need this. We are good here. CD script there. We go here and we do I just want to make the copyright visible. We don't need this anymore. Don't need this. Index.js. That's gonna be regenerated. We don't need this. 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 Yes. Index.d.ts. Not good because not good because I have to append. But anyway, nice. Append. Wow. Uh, I don't want to use set because it's not inlined. Maybe TypeScript has. It's gonna dump into the file. No, that's not gonna work. Doesn't really matter because I can just if I generate that as an output. How to do that without additional file? If I run this here, it's gonna out. Actually, don't need this. So this is gonna generate yes. Types equals get index d.js and then file. That should be easy. Just blum echo nice. Okay, I have that now. Amazing. Just create md, yes, generate that. I'm gonna just put here run sh. Well, very similar to this. And then now to run all that at once. This is now a bit philosophical question, because do I have a bash or npm project only? I don't know. Bash is pretty simple, at least for this type of stuff. So I don't mind if I have a npm like Node stuff and bash stuff in the same project. So, and I don't know, I'm super familiar with bash, so I don't mind if there are some bash capabilities. And these days you can run bash everywhere, so that's totally fine, I think. Okay, run is here. What I wanted to do, for file in star.ts done px tsc file and node base name file.js. I think that's gonna fly. So examples TypeScript chmod plus x run. Could not resolve file with extensions. That's, I think, the problem. Yeah. Not found default tsjs. Remove. Bash suffix. This bus here is the port. Everything asked could be to remove it after a dot or after the first dot. Hey, .js, yeah, .js, just add JS. Sorry, no. TS. One works. this works. Nice. Running echo running file. Nice. All right. Let's just quickly run all the tests npm run lint. This is gonna fail. Fix. Brr. Okay, I only have issues with that generated JavaScript code. Fix example. But okay. But the TypeScript also has to be fixed. Oh. Okay. This. Package JSON. Lint ignore. Nice. Okay, this is passing, and then lint fix. This is okay, and npm run test. Query spec.js, connection spec.js, 4 passed. Nice. Async connection is working. This is working. require test queries. Memgraph connect. It has to connect and it's working. Yeah. Okay. Let's just run node example async connection. Fine. Create bot. Execute and fetch all. Create bot. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Of course, because there is a problem. Wait. Nice. Create triangle. Create event emitter. Connection. Await. Event emitter. This doesn't work. I have to fix that. Promise.js connect. Fine. That's going to work. Okay. Let's see. So we have SLint ignore. We fixed bug here. Implementation. We don't need this because we moved that into the TypeScript support was added by using the following command. By running the TypeScript support was added by generates TypeScript declarations. Boom. Somebody is posting something. Nothing major. All good. All good. Okay, we fix this, we fix this, we fix this. We ignore JS files here. We have these tests here, which all work. We have the runner, we have the one more test. Here is the generator. We change this. And we added stuff here. Nice. add complete, add better type support, git push. Amazing. So now we are more or less done with the types. That's fine. Now the question is, how do we publish that? But yeah, before, I think I'm gonna spend 30 minutes more on this stuff. So I think I'm gonna spend like half an hour more, but before that, quick break. Be right back. And we're back. Energy is always required. In form of caffeine. Let's go back. Okay. A lot of stuff is going on here. Let's close all this and try to do control on JS. To share code publicly in a user or organization namespace, you can publish public user scope and PRC. Git remote, reviewing package, testing your package, path to package. Creating and publishing private. So the publish access public. npm access npm subcommand is required to access public revoke ls packages. This command requires you to be npm add user. I have an account there, npm.js.com. Sign in. The problem is I need my password. Give me a second. I don't have my key manager here set up here, so I have to do this manually. Boom. All right. No. Packages. How to do that? No, that's native. Publish add-on module node npm. We're using Node CMake, so drop-in execution compatible with binary. cmake building script install and cmake rebuild running example. This tool was as a replacement. We are using Node CMake, I think. JSON. We're using CMake.js. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure how to run this. So node add-on example. How to compile. To install. because turns out there's another way to make. Npm install. I'm really not sure how to publish this module, how to make them work. Install build from source. Node build from source. Node install. Save prod, save diff, save optional, save exact. PM native modules, source files, or or uh, obviously one option is to publish this. Can I change this here into something? Pem ignore. Pem ignore. Not build release Node.mg client. Not build release node. Publish. Okay. Publish. Okay. Package.json 1.1. Nice. Yes. Mm-hmm. Ah, no, I deleted the wrong file. Loss. No, 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 no. Yes, now I have built release. Yes, nice. Very nice. Fire Memgraph. We don't have anything here. If we execute run command here, that's gonna fly. Nice. Okay, so we published that. Yeah, I think we need to pre-build packages for each operating system. Yeah, we have to add that. But okay, we successfully. Sorry for the silence, but yeah, it's a bit challenging to talk all the time. I'll try to make this more fun, but we managed to publish the package, which is amazing, and it's working. Not about at Memgraph client require at Memgraph. If I have TypeScript file index.example.ts example.ts from import Memgraph connection from at client. Let's take one of the examples here. Default. Will this work? Connection. DSC npm install px tsc example type boolean async function or require promise minus lib option. That's tsconfig, I think. Tsconfig target lib is, yeah. Compiler option. Tsconfig compiler options lib. Tsconfig JSON. Lib option S6. No. Sure. No. And async. Why I can't copy paste this now? Why is this case sensitive? Crazy. tsconfig. Did I tsconfig.json? Compiler options dot promise. I don't understand, but I'll brute force this. Maybe is this on a high level? Ah, crazy. Source map true, true, common JS, no. Yeah, for some reason the file is not used. Node example JS. It works. I have no idea, but fine. Okay, but it's working. TypeScript is also working. Yeah. Maybe just to check. What about config mg client. Yes. Yeah. If I do boolean here, boolean not assigned to type connection, assigned to type boolean. Nice. Connection. In this case, it's gonna fly. Okay. Nice. Get diff. What did I do? Private false. Memgraph client version 1. Pack JSON log. Yes. npm ignore. Yes. Git st fix publishing. Okay. This is amazing. So Memgraph, Node.mg client, async workers. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna check that TypeScript stuff is done, and publishing is also done. The last thing is just to make them work, to make the client work on multiple operating systems, but I'll do that a bit later. But I think we are done here. This was crazy long stream, but I'm happy with the amount of work with it. And yeah. So just to wrap up, this was long, but I'm happy with the work done. It was a lot of stuff. As I said, the Memgraph, I mean the publishing is still missing in the right way, because we don't have the support yet for Windows and Mac, but we're gonna add that in. I will add that a bit later, probably throughout this week. And that's it. I think we are ready to publish the Node client as well as a legit client for Memgraph. Anyway, have a good rest of the week. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, share your thoughts, ask questions, and I'll try to cover these topics. Enjoy and bye bye.